Hello YouTube and welcome to another episode of CGL's New Jersey Collectibles. I have a really fun episode for you guys this time. Definitely something different. I've never done this on the channel before. And yeah, had a lot of fun making this video. But before I even get into what this video is about, I got to tell you about another video that's out right now, and that's on Mr. Comics 89. This is the YouTube page right here. I'll make a nice a picture right here down here. But this guy Matt, he has his own YouTube channel where he does a lot of podcasts and interviews and stuff like that. He just interviewed me recently, about a week ago, but a little bit more than that. It was a really fun hour-long discussion, just talking about collections, talking about comic books, talking about what to look for, what we like, why we do what we do. It was a super fun video to make. And he just interviewed a bunch of other really cool guys, including Three Men in a Basement, which is a pretty popular channel. So feel free to go check out his channel. His Instagram is the same thing. I'm going to put the Instagram right here also. It's Mr._Comics89. Guy's name is Matt. Super cool guy. And yeah, big shout out to Matt for having me on his channel and interviewing me. It was really a whole lot of fun to make. Okay, but let's get into this video. So this video comes really courtesy of a subscriber to the channel, Lee, who opened his door and allowed Dad and I to go through his collections in order to, you know, make content for the channel and to buy stuff and to make deals. And it was super cool. So just backstory, you guys are not going to see everything that we bought in this video because I ended up spending $1,400 on a lot of toys and like collectibles, not exactly comic books altogether, although comic books are featured in this particular video. The rest of this stuff, like, I mean, I only got a couple boxes here, but you can see there's all these cardboard boxes here. These are all filled with like toys and stuff like that. And I'm not going to show you guys anything really in this video. I'm going to figure out what I want to do with it exactly, if I can make another video out of it, just because there's so much. Probably won't be able to show up everything, but maybe I'll be able to pull out some of the highlights and show you guys. But we did get to go through his amazing comic book collection and sports card collection, just sports memorabilia collection in general. It was amazing. I mean, so many big key books, so many slabs. It was definitely a lot of fun holding books like ASM 129 and Hulk 181 and all these amazing comics that he had, just some of them in really great condition also. And yeah, Lee, thank you for allowing Dad and I to come into your home and to go through your stuff. And we were even able to pluck a book out that he wasn't really, he didn't really go into the day thinking he was going to sell it, but we were able to buy it. So it was super fun. I don't think I got the actual negotiation in the video because we were there a long time and my camera does have a battery life and we exceeded that, so I didn't get everything, but I can tell you we ended up paying about $70 for these comic books. Got a small little stack. I'm going to show you guys those, and I'm going to show you guys some other stuff that I bought recently. So let's flip it around and hope you guys enjoy this one.
Gotcha.
Oops. Yeah, I had those books there holding it. If they're double, you can open them if you want to see them. It's just, okay. Well, my point is that, like, I'll show you. This is, so there's a bunch of Doctor Stranges in here. So I just grouped a bunch of Doctor Stranges together. All my books, I took time, every one was listed what they are, the year, everything, and if there's something special about them, like here, it'll...
Got a little description there, okay.
All right, so every single one of my books are that way.
Very cool.
I need to know what I'm selling.
Yeah, let me see this one. That's a Dazzler #1?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Put it back in the right spot. So Lee, how long have you been into the comics? Is this
Same as you.
Yeah, a long time?
I mean, I might be, how old are you? I was born,
57.
all right, I was born in 67.
Right, so I'm
So
2
you-
years old.
Okay, so I mean, I guess I really remember when I was in middle school, you know, whatever.
Right.
My wall was literally, I hate wallpaper, first appearances, first
Wow.
editions. That's what I put up. And that's what I mean, a lot of my great books are from that time. But I also have a big sports collection also.
Really? So what do you like? What's in the sports collection?
I was showing Chris a little bit. Well,
He's got a nice sports collection.
Really?
I mean,
Yeah.
but see, you're a Yankee fan.
A little bit, yeah.
I'm a Reds fan.
Oh, okay.
And back in '99, neighborhood kids came to watch, not the game, but me and my wife. That's that one game, Reds against the Al Leiter game. He beat us 6-0.
Right.
Wow.
But this, for example, was a PSA certified 1968 World Series. That's signed that.
Oh my God! Look at
PSA
that.
certified. Did I show that to you?
I don't think so. That's nice.
Yeah. You like this? Hi guys. This is my son and daughter-in-law.
Hello.
This is the one that made the cookies.
Okay.
My son actually, he made them.
Thank you very much.
Hi there.
If
How
you
you
ever
doing?
need an accountant, he works
Okay.
for one of the big six.
Awesome.
right.
Awesome.
Like when you get big and open up, you have your son
yeah.
going.
Yeah.
So
This is awesome.
wait a minute, this you're going to like.
So
that.
much great stuff.
So one thing that really strikes me amazing about this collection as I'm going through it, this is a lot of Lee's eBay inventory. This isn't really his personal collection here, but it's a lot of his eBay stuff. But even though it is his eBay stuff and not his personal collection, he has everything extremely well labeled. I mean, every book has its own individual label in the back with the year that it was published, what it is, any first appearances, any significance. I really find that interesting.
TV, the
Wow,
Muppet
look
Show,
at that.
and I tell you, it was hilarious, and he just did a phenomenal
You should
job.
know something now. His autograph to get authenticated is one of the most expensive. It costs $200,000 PSA just to authenticate his signature.
Really?
Yeah.
Is there a reason for that? Because it's so
First
difficult
off,
to
he's dead.
decipher.
Second of all, some of the more expensive, Walt Disney's very expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Babe Ruth is very expensive. There's a few of them that are like really expensive, but when it comes to pop culture, I found some of my stuff.
Yes, I've never seen this.
That's cool.
What? Mayor, I don't know. Goodbye, sir. Thank you for asking. I have no idea. Sorry. I just love that. Yoga
Oh no, that's
stuff.
cool. That is so cool.
Again, if you see Fred, don't worry about it. Have you seen this stuff before, by the way? No, did you find the Spidey stuff yet?
I didn't see anything Spider-Man.
Okay, when you find it, I have the Daily News years ago put in reprints, and I have a bunch. I have them, and they're really cool.
Wow.
But I have to clean that box if it's not here.
Another thing that I'm really enjoying is seeing all these different titles, a lot of books I've never seen before. And here's one that I really love. Like, I'd never seen this book. I'm a huge fan of Avatar: The Last Airbender. I didn't even know that they made comic books for it. So, super, super cool. I'm going to keep that one in mind.
See that? Avatar?
Yeah, it's cool. I never seen this before.
What? Huh?
Are they your tallest bag?
I checked my house bag. I did have them at school. I hope I didn't leave them there. I thought I bought them. Chris, by the way, the other thing that's very appreciated, the no profanity on your channel is amazing. Thank you very much. It's noticed because my son likes to
Yeah,
watch sometimes.
I understand that a lot of parents are watching this with kids, and so I'm like, yeah.
It's very, very appreciated.
Despite sometimes trying my best to resist.
Oh, yeah, check this. You're gonna like this box.
Good box. Well, some of the stuff I've never seen before. This is really cool.
So how are things, from your perspective, selling on eBay? Did you notice anything different recently?
So I've been selling on eBay for probably, Ralphie, what would you say? How long was I on eBay? 12 years? 10 years? More? Before Mayor. I don't know. And I mean, I bought a car with stuff I sold. I paid for my Moxie for Passover. I mean, I bought humidifier. I mean, I was able to pay for stuff. The past 2 years, my profit was maybe $1,200, maybe. I have it sell sheets, keep it all there. and then I give it to my accountant and let him deal with it. But it's
Because we've been talking that it's kind of an odd contradiction right now. It's very hard to buy stuff reasonably, like it was years ago. It was just people always having collections. I want to get rid of my old comic. That just seems it's harder and harder to find stuff at a reasonable price. And then when you go to sell, there seems to be a lot of competition to sell. You know, and buyers are funny. I don't know.
right now the one thing that we had going for us was the embargoes and all with COVID and all, which was keeping product from getting in.
Right.
So I was able to sell a bunch of stuff, but then I just didn't have time. And my wife wants the room back, and I haven't really focused. I've been really like.
You need a lot of focus.
I've had tunnel vision when it comes to the comics. I got really upset with PSA when they jacked the prices from $8 a card to $300 a card, and I dropped my membership with them.
Right.
I think it's in this here.
No. I'm not cold with that. I can take it.
And if you lost it, it's on you.
And then you found it somewhere near the driver's seat. Oh, someone said that I said, choose the common one sound No, I said,
Yeah, so where are you working with the hand topic?
Yeah, if you want to buy them all, I want to get rid of them. Those
Okay.
I don't collect. Those are actually I'm gonna
Yeah, I really don't either. You know.
Are you interested in Beckett's, or anything like this?
No, no,
Okay.
none of that stuff.
There's all the reprints.
I know you like Richard. Do you like digest? Old digest or no?
I do actually have a bunch of old digests.
So there's a bunch here, and there's a couple cool things here, which I will show you. Which where's the one I want to show you? Actually, there's someone else. Hold on, I know what I want to show you.
Suave and Sinister is back.
Is it in here? But then again, I don't. You know what that is? If they haven't opened it up, you know what that is, right?
What
Come on.
is that? The
You
X
have
Force?
to know what it is. I'm gonna say if you don't know what that is.
I got it.
So, but the question is, I think it's a cable. I mean, I think it's the Deadpool one.
Oh,
It
really?
might be the Deadpool. I have it. I don't know which one. It's,
I'll get to that. Let me pull some of these
Let's
out here.
loosen it a little bit.
Yeah, it's a little tight. Let's pull some out of the front there.
oh, the one on top is one that your dad's going to want. This one's your dad's going to want to see this.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Your dad. Flip this one over.
I got a smile out of him.
Beautiful.
I mean,
Wow.
if there's something that you see that you are interested in, like I said, this was, you know what that is.
I know friends that would die over that.
You know what that is?
I'm not 100%, but
That is.
first Grievous.
It is
Wow.
the first. It was in a free comic book day book, and it is a first Grievous.
Do you ever watch this show, the Clone Wars show, the
me?
original show? I just remember Grievous in the show was just so overpowering. He was insane. When the movie came out, it was like
Yeah.
not the same Grievous from the movie, but
If you can find this, this came out this year,
okay.
but it is. I would not be surprised if this ends up being like the next Rocket Raccoon type thing. But it's
Really?
it's a good book. It's a good read. Very interesting stuff in this box.
I know. I'm looking at some of the stuff like I don't.
If there's something that you're interested in, again, these are not the same as the other box.
Okay.
You got through that Spidey box,
Yeah, there was a lot of cool stuff in there.
but nothing that you're into. Okay.
I'll give it a second look.
I think this is Indies. This is also not. This is. You continue there. I'll just put this here.
Okay, yeah, this is.
You need more light?
No, this is good. I could see. I could see good as long as it's coming out good. Yeah, it looks good.
Just starting to get into Doctor Who now. All those years, I never watched the
I
show.
don't understand it. It's got like, what is it, like 20 years? I mean, it's like 15 different Who's.
Yeah,
It's,
there are many generations. And, you know, it's
you've
interesting.
seen it?
as a
Is there
time
anything that you
traveler.
haven't seen before? Or you've seen most of this?
In here?
Yeah.
Oh, a lot of stuff I haven't seen before. No, it's really fun to look through.
Take something out that's interesting. Let me see.
Oh, I'm looking at Daredevils right now.
That's 100. That's issue 100, right?
Yep, that's it. Check that out.
You guys know how to press?
We don't press, but I have friends that do it.
I don't either. It's just, I'm afraid, I would be afraid to. Even if I practiced, I would.
Mm-hmm. No, yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be trying on anything expensive. There's an Eternals 1. We just got this back from CGC. We
That
had two of
book,
them.
I actually am. Did you see the movie?
I haven't seen it.
Everyone
I haven't
tried.
seen it.
I enjoyed it.
It was good.
Great cinematography.
I heard they're making a second. They're making a second
Yeah.
one, so that's good.
There are 3 books I'm hunting right now. Daredevil 1. I was about to get one, a 3.0 for like 12. It was like 1,800, and I lost out of it. Now that 3.0 is like $5,000. I'm like so
Yeah.
upset. In less than 8 months.
It's crazy.
I'm looking for the Black Knights too. The 2 Avengers Black Knights. You ever seen anyone put that much detail in a book?
We were having a discussion about this book.
That is the first. That is the first one before the Secret Wars. It's
Even
also
before Secret
it's
Wars,
also
right.
Good Stand.
Also, you know, I mean, a very early appearance of Lady Death. She doesn't get credit as the first appearance. There you go.
Now keep in mind, sometimes it'll say like first appearance of Reed Richards, but it's Earth 1894 or something. You gotta remember there are multiple first appearances of characters you think have appeared elsewhere. So sometimes because it's a different Earth.
Right.
So
So we had a kid come to the stand, our flea market stand, and I was just mentioning, I said, yeah, I finally got the whole set, 1, 2, and 3. I finally got to read the story. He's a young kid, you know. He says, you know, I had Contest of Champions #1 hanging over my bed since junior high school. He said, I just love the cover.
that was on my wall.
Right? Because of all those heroes, it's so great.
You originally from New York area?
From New Jersey, a
New
little,
Jersey?
little further north, just on the other side of North, Belleville.
I'm from Kentucky.
Really?
So
Kentucky.
Kentucky. We're dying to get down to Tennessee and Kentucky.
well, if you go to Kentucky, you gotta take the Bourbon Trail.
The Bourbon Trail?
They'll take you to all the different breweries. You get to sample it all. I don't know if you drink it or not, but you get to sample it, and it's a lot of fun.
Chris could tell you, I just got into bourbons the last couple of years. A couple of friends of mine turned me on to it, said, you know, try this, try
What is your
that.
name?
Chris. So we're Chris and Chris.
Oh,
Chris and
okay.
Chris.
That's easy.
That works. You never said, but Dad. You never. Are you outside? Hold on now. Let's get someone else.
Oh, Lee.
Jim, look, you
This is the book I've been looking for.
Thank you.
Lee.
That's a nice
I've been looking for this.
That's
Star Jammers.
Yeah.
We just
We just watched the whole.
Keep it aside. It's got some ticks on it.
Yeah, no, I see. It's
put
a
it
nice,
aside
it's a
and-
nice reader copy. It's really nice.
we were just watching.
I'm thinking it's going to come back either a 4 or a 4 or 5.
Yeah, I would
have
say
to get
it's
it
about
pressed.
right.
I didn't get it pressed yet.
I'll keep it to the side.
Amazing.
I mean, all these X-Men books, I love them. But this one, in particular, I've been
So
on the lookout.
Okay, so you're coming here, and I
Yeah.
have another one. I think I may have. I don't know. You know what I have? I have the Delado. There, I have. Do you have that? No, one more.
Oh, this one?
Do you have these? Look how many of them I have.
Do you have this one, Dad?
That's the 1 in 10.
How many of these? 1,
Don't think I
2,
have.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Flip it over and I'll tell you what it is. I think it's the 1 in 10. Yeah, it's the 1 in 10.
Yeah, we were also having a little discussion about these variants. And when an artist says, I'm going to do something.
I am not big on variants per se. Like if I could get the Ultimate Fallout, the 1 in 25 or whatever,
Right.
I'd much rather keep that. Give me my Daredevil one. You know.
Right.
I just.
After going through a lot of those eBay boxes, we went downstairs into the basement to look at more of the PC. These aren't so much books that he's looking to sell, but it was fun to go through them, especially for Dad. These were more titles that he was interested in, and for me, I had a lot more fun going through the CGC boxes coming up.
Right.
That's a Destroyer Duck.
Which is the first Gru the Wanderer.
Ah,
That's the importance of that book.
that's why I don't have this, and I didn't know that. First Gru, I have a bunch of Grus. Another Sergio Oregon.
That's the first Young Avengers.
X-Men #1.
The
First
most
Frenchie.
overly produced book there is. There are 5 covers to that. The 4 connecting and the 1 green.
That's interesting.
That
I
is
don't
the
have
first
this.
Gambit. People don't realize it, but this is actually predates the other one, which you'll see soon.
No wonder it's so hard to find. All right,
First Bishop.
First Bishop. That's
Yeah. So that predates this.
Wow.
interesting. Interesting. I didn't know that. 244.
That's Jubilee.
Jubilee.
I forget who that one is.
Who will lead them? Is that the not the Morlocks?
Dazzler.
It's Dazzler. Hellfire Club, maybe.
It's listed on the top corner. You can always see. Oh, you always see right here. What? Right there.
First appearance. Oh, of Kitty Pryde. I can't read that like that.
Can't find mine.
The White Queen, right? Emma Frost, Sebastian Shaw, Mastermind. First full appearance of Alpha Flight.
That's a nice one.
That's a good one.
Next one is the first Alpha Flight.
Yep.
That's the first Alpha Flight.
Sunfire, Marika, Rashida. Ah, First Apocalypse.
I had one of those in there. You see it?
9-6.
Yeah, that I did see.
First Frenzy. That was also in there. I had a raw one of those in there.
X-Force #2.
Second
Second
Deadpool.
appearance of Deadpool.
Wow.
So this one, I don't.
That's the Frank Miller, I think.
Do I have this one? Yes, I do. That's the Frank Miller. First Claremont.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's just a 50-cent book, yeah.
Warlock #1.
So that's the first from the show. The first
Yeah,
what's the name? The
John Walker, the
yeah.
Super Patriot.
And it's staying up.
I'm gonna do this just to hold on a second.
Falcon is coming. I'll take one out.
I'll take the first 2 out. There you go.
First Falcon, that's nice.
Ah,
I was just looking at that
look at
yesterday.
that.
8.5, that's nice. First Rogue.
Can't believe how much that book has gone up.
It's become very popular.
Crazy. That's Nebula.
First Nebula. You have another
Is
one
it?
over there, right? Yeah. You have a
Yeah,
9.0
yeah,
over
yeah.
there. First Taskmaster.
Actually, it's the second Taskmaster. The next one's the first Taskmaster. That's
Oh,
the first
that's
cover.
first cover.
That's the first
Okay,
Taskmaster.
okay. I never saw that.
You know who that is? That's Mantis.
Wow, I never saw that cover before.
No, I
112.
don't know if we have this book. Mantis is in there, huh? She makes an early appearance.
We can talk
Grandmaster.
We could talk trades at some point if you.
Oh, yeah.
If you ever want.
You know, the first appearance of Squadron Sinister was in this on the last page, cameo. And then, of course, Kang. Kang has the growing man there.
First Vision.
Yeah, just a little 50 cent.
Yeah, 2 for $1.
I can't. No, it's shot. It's not worth. It's dropped. I'm so.
It did, yeah, after the show.
I have books at CGC that have been there since last September that just now moved to the grading phase. It's crazy.
Wow. That's a nice book, 4.5.
A lot of these older ones, these are yours from a kid, or did you buy these recently, or do you,
Half and half.
half and half? You usually buy graded books, or
Like,
you
this
like
was
to
mine
buy
as a
them
kid.
raw?
This was mine as a kid.
Okay.
At this point now, I'd rather have graded because the fees, the time.
Right.
Even if a book costs $100, but you can get the same book graded for 120, it's worth it because the grading fees, the shipping, the insurance, and everything. It's just, I think it's almost better to pay up a little bit.
Makes sense.
That's that is First Monica Rambeau,
Yeah.
otherwise known as Miss Marvel.
9.8. Wow.
This I got raw.
Really?
Clean and pressed it.
Wow. First Carnage.
There you go.
First print.
So this is an interesting book. You want to take that, but so this here is the old pink label,
Right.
which they did the first year for when there were new books. So the question is,
Oh, is that what that means? Is
Yes.
That it's an, oh, okay.
no, this was like when they first came out, the CGC when they first came out, the pink label meant that they were the first run, but like it was new books.
Okay.
But the problem with this is that they didn't press and clean then. So this is 9.2. Do I take the chance to crack it all and then have it go down? Because did they grade harsher or easier back then?
That's an interesting
So
question.
this book in particular, because you're talking about $1,000 difference.
Right.
The other things that I think there's a little crack right there on the case also. That's what I paid
It might
for.
be worth it. I know what you're
Back in the
saying.
day. That's what I paid for it back in the day.
Let's get that on there.
Now, can you imagine 9.2 with that? Grab it every day.
Oh my God. Nice.
That's a great book.
It's a newsstand, which is good.
First Madam Web.
Now this here, I just graded it, but it should have come back better. The reason it didn't, I didn't see that staining.
Right.
See that right in the
Oh,
barcode?
yeah.
And they knocked it. I thought it was going to come back at 8. That knocked it down so much.
This comes back as a 4.5, and that PGX one you were showing us, that came back 7.0.
And this is so much nicer.
So much nicer.
It just
Got one
shows.
stain. Wow.
First Black Cat.
Black cat.
There. Wow.
That one he pulls up.
Never had it. It's just great to see it. It's such great shape.
That was mine as a kid.
Really. Oh, that's awesome. Just to see it up close. And this is really nice cover. Beautiful.
It's Death of Mary Jane.
Gwen Stacy.
Gwen Stacy.
The Goblin. That was terrible. Terrible. And first
That's
appearance
Kingpin.
of the Kingpin.
This actually goes right there. This is 100.
This is 100, so this goes in the front.
That'll go. I'm gonna put it there.
Okay.
And then this is the very first Jessica Jones.
Wow.
And we still didn't find that Wolverine.
Of course, it's gonna be the last box.
I'll bring
Let's
these
see.
two babies. Again, they are green labeled, but I knew that.
Nice.
180, the very first. That is the first appearance of Hulk. Don't let anyone of Wolverine.
Wolverine.
Don't
He's
let
in the back.
anyone tell you anything else.
Right, his last panel or something. Makes
Yes,
an appearance.
but he talks. He talks in
And
it.
he talks. Look at that costume.
It's awesome.
Do you have Disney Plus?
Oh yeah.
Go back and rewatch the X-Men animated series, and it just brings back such
Yeah.
fond memories.
No.
That's what we were watching. Ooh, can I put it in right?
That costume
That's
is
what we were watching
actually
last night.
very resemblance of the Amazing Spider-Man appearance.
Wow, look at that. And Mark down at the store just showed us. What did he just get in? 49.
Yep, 52. There's a nice one.
4.5.
What else we got here? That's Mobius. Not Morbius, Mobius.
Mobius.
That's from the Loki show.
G.I. Joe.
That's the first
Great
Hawkeye.
stuff.
This I got off of a wall in a comic shop. It got it graded 9.
Wow, 9.8.
Yeah, it's been 25. Here's your first
I love that.
Wendigo. This should go here. And then what we got? Here's your first Rocket.
Rocket Raccoon. That's a great book.
Yeah, 340. That's a good book.
Thunderbolts.
Thunderbolts.
And what I'm looking for is
Marvel Premiere #1. I'm just curious, what is Marvel Premiere #1? Is that Doctor Strange or what?
this.
Oh, that's the cover we were talking about. Iron Man and Submariner. That's a great cover. Oh, Warlock.
Here, hold on. We got. I want to show you a great PGX. Reason why not to do PGX with this book. Let's put this aside for a second. Iron Fist #1. Here's the first Sabretooth.
First Sabretooth.
Hold on a minute. I'm looking for. Well, here's Iron Man #1.
Oh, wow. 5.0. Beautiful.
That's the first Dusty Road. What's his name? Becomes
War Machine?
War Machine. Oh my gosh, where is it? First Guardians. First Bloods. That's not what I'm looking for. Where is it? Is it in this box? Secret Wars.
I know. Very
I have
nice.
another one there, which I'm about to create in. There's the black suit.
Very nice.
9.6.
9.6. Wow. 9.8.
9.8. But here's why I have both. This one's new scan. This one's not.
Oh, okay. Okay. Wow. Very nice.
First, Spider-Ham. Don't laugh. He's in the he's in the movie. I have in here somewhere. You saw the first Moon Knight.
Yeah. Yeah. You
You
was
saw
in there.
the blade, the tomb.
Yes.
Dracula?
Yeah.
Number 32.
So this here, they graded it as a 4 or 5, right? And it looks nice and all. Ready? This is PGX for you. Look at that.
Wow.
It was never cleaned.
Never
No.
playing.
Now, there's one more thing about this. This also is Marvel value stamp missing.
And they still gave it the 4.5.
They gave it 4 or 5 with
Wow.
all that.
That is something else.
This is why people stay away from PGX.
Yeah, it just doesn't.
This is my football stuff, Hall of Fame stuff.
OJ.
Jay,
That's his rookie.
the juice.
Okay.
Franco. Roy Selman.
I am not a football guy. I'm a baseball guy. So
Archie Griffin. Phil Simms. That a rookie?
that is.
Very nice.
That's your boy.
Very nice. Kellen Winslow. Joe Montana.
Oh my God.
That's my
Anthony
boy.
Munzo.
Tony.
That's my guy. We got to the Super Bowl. Each time we lost to the 49ers in the last play.
Marcus Allen. Dan Marino. Dickerson. Reggie. Steve Young. Wow.
The Tampa uniform.
Well, he started with the USFL.
Right.
Charles Haley. Jim Kelly.
Buffalo's.
He
Bo
was
Jackson.
terrific, Kelly. Bo Jackson.
Troy Aikman.
All right, now. No trike, man. Now you're about. I don't know what those are from. Those are from. Oh, that's probably what I paid to get them graded. I don't know. Okay, Ray. Here's some like no-name player. I don't know these guys here.
Dion. Barry. Michael Irvin.
Everyone likes their team and roots against the Cowboys, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's something we can all agree with. Emmett.
Yeah, that's what I paid
Brett
for the grading.
Favre.
All right, here we go.
In
Ready?
a 10.
All of them. These are all Brett Favre's. They're the different. There were a bunch of Brett Favre rookies.
Brett Favre is my guy.
So, all right.
Peyton Manning in a 10.
Yes.
Wow.
This is. It's also Peyton.
Wow.
And what do we got here? And we got Sam Barrett.
Sam
All
Bradford.
right, well.
Bust.
Number one
one of
draft
these
pick.
is not like the others.
Now we get to some Beckett cards.
Very nice. McNabb. 9-5.
What a loss. He killed himself, I think, no?
Shockey?
Did he?
I don't think so. I don't know. I haven't heard that. Hope not.
Next one's kind of a garbage card. You should want to see the next card?
Yeah, I'll look at it. Wow.
Your dad is
Michael
glowing.
Jordan.
That's unbelievable. Never thought back in the day to be buying like rookie cards of these guys. It's just unbelievable.
These are all,
how much they've gone up.
These are all
LeBron.
LeBron rookies. This is an interesting card. This is the when there was like 2 years where Detroit was the team.
Bad boy.
And
Pistons.
this was an error card that was actually quite valuable at one point. I don't know what it is anymore.
And a 10. Yeah, that's great. I was always a big Dennis Rodman fan.
Kevin Garnett. And
Sabonis.
I thought you'd like to see the football. He wants to
That's
see
awesome. That is awesome.
All right, so I'm not sure if some of you guys saw this in the last video, but I had a birthday a while back, and Dad got me a really amazing birthday present, so I just thought I'd show it off in this video. It's really amazing. A 1979 Mego Amazing Spider-Man with spider web, mint in its original package. Let me take the plastic off here. Actually, I'm not going to because it's all taped up. Yeah, it's super fragile. Definitely, let me see if I can get a better angle. 1979 Mego stuff boxed. Just 70s Mego stuff in general is rare to get. This one is particularly rare because of the spider web, and you can kind of see right in here, this is kind of the accessory. You could see Spider-Man has like this webbing all over. It's a super, super, super rare toy. I've never seen one before. Prior to my dad getting this for me for my birthday, I never saw this toy before. So it's hard to even imagine how rare it is because, I've never seen one. And you guys know I'm a toy guy. Unfortunately, there is some splitting from the package, like the blister. But, I mean, it's a big toy, so the stuff like that's expected with stuff like this, especially on the card. But that's why I'm not going to take it out of this this plastic bagging. I'll show you guys the back side of it. Really nice graphics there. Yeah, super rare toy, and Dad really surprised me with this one. I didn't ask for anything for my birthday, so to get this was a pretty good surprise. So super stoked about that. And now the other thing I want to show you is you're going to see two of these books here. One of them we bought in this video. The other one this one here I bought on eBay, and I got it for a really good price, which is why I was happy to get it. And this is a book that I've been wanting to buy for a while. So I've seen this book in person a bunch of times, never pulled the trigger on it, and I found this one in 9.6 with on eBay. Seller had a best offer option, so I ended up paying about $102 for this book after shipping and fees and everything like that. So $102 for this book in a 9.6 is pretty good, and I don't have really intentions of flipping it. I really just love this book, and if Galactus ever comes up and this book ever skyrockets in value, then yeah, I'll probably let it go. But until then, I'll just hold on to it. And the significance behind this is that it is a Galactus origin story. So yeah, I'm hooked on the CGC books now. So yeah, my life's pretty much over, I guess. But yeah, 9.6 white pages. Super psyched to get it for about $100. It's a good price for the book. I saw a lot of consensus reports that they go for about $125 to $150 in this condition. So I just thought it's a nice discount book. Obviously, there's no Galactus in mainstream media right now. The Galactus is not really a thing that's in the minds of the public in pop culture. So if anything ever happens to him, if anything ever comes up with him in it, this book will most likely see a nice price increase, and maybe I'll let it go when the time comes. But let's get into the comics we got today. Okay, so I guess I'll show you guys this one just right off the bat. I did end up getting this book at Lee's, and like I said, I spent $70 on this entire stack of comics. One thing I loved about Lee's collection is how he had these labels on almost every single book. I mean, it was kind of ridiculous how much labeling he actually did, but it's great. I mean, it gives you a full description of what the book is and kind of why it is significant. So that was the first book that I saw, really, as we were going through his stuff that I really liked. And these were some of the books that Dad ended up pulling out. Love Diary. It's a 10-cent issue. It's a Love Diary Volume 1, number 20 from 1962. Pretty cool. Just love this. Police Trap Volume 1, number 18 from 1964. Lee had noted this is the last issue of Police Trap, so pretty cool. And a Dell Comics Porky Pig 64 from 1959. Super cool stuff that Dad found. And yeah, these were the comics that I pulled out. This one I thought was really cool just because I'm getting into like the Ninja Turtle stuff lately, the comics. I'm sure it won't be long before I'm buying the toys. I've never actually bought like a really expensive Ninja Turtle toy before, but now I've been buying the comic books, so pretty cool. This one he has Free Comic Book Day 2013 first print. Super cool. This one, Thor number 311. Really nice condition. I kind of like what's going on the cover here. You got kind of like you know, a classic battle between the people and the law enforcement community. Jimmy Sayers first appearance. I'm not sure if I know who James Sayers is. Jimmy Sayers. I'm not sure if I know who that character is, but a first appearance nonetheless, so a minor key. This book I was really psyched to buy because I didn't know that this book existed. So this was super cool. I'm a huge fan of Avatar: The Last Airbender, as I think a lot of kids that are my age, I say kids, I'm 24, but yeah, I know a lot of my friends that watch the show. You know, once you got into it, you know, if you know what this show's about, honestly, if you're an adult and you've never seen this show before, I guarantee you that you would enjoy it to an extent. It's just a fun show, and it's dark too. Like it has really some dark aspects to it, and it is lighthearted as a kid's show. But Lee had this as Avatar: Last Airbender 2014 free comic book day book. He had this marked at $20. And a lot of this stuff that we were going through, I'm not sure if I explained it in the video or not, but a lot of the stuff that we were going through was his eBay inventory. And a lot of the personal collection, you know, he said outright before we even started filming that, you know, I really don't want to sell anything out of my personal collection. That's more my keeper stuff, but the eBay stuff I'm more willing to part with on the price. So like a lot of these sticker prices, you know, he has this at 20. He had the Galactus at where's the Galactus book? He had the Galactus book at 30. You know, Lee ended up discounting the prices on these comics kind of significantly to where we were pretty much getting it at about half what he had it marked at. But then this was my fun buy of the day. I don't, like I said, I don't know if you guys caught this on camera or not, because I don't know if I was able to get it, but from his personal collection, I was able to sneak one out. I was able to get X-Men 107, and I have been looking for this book for a long time. Literally, you know, as soon as we got it home that weekend, Dad and I, we broke it open and we read it, and just really fun stuff. I never read this particular issue. I'm putting together a nice little X-Men run right now of reader copies for myself to enjoy, and I've watched the X-Men cartoon, the 90s X-Men cartoon that we all know and love. And they obviously did a whole story here on the M-Cron Crystal and the Imperial Guard and Corsair and the Starjammers and everybody. So to read the comic book version, I was like, oh, it's interesting how they got that into the show format, because it's not the same. You know, they obviously took inspiration from the comic stories, but then the show, they did their own thing. So it was cool reading this because it was like a brand new story. It wasn't the same as the TV show. So I was really psyched to have read this book. And just for anybody looking for a nice X-Men, maybe underrated copy, check out this list of first appearances on this book. Yeah. Yeah. Starjammer's first full appearance. The Imperial Guard, you know, Gladiator, Electron, Hobgoblin, not Spider-Man's Hobgoblin, Oracle, Quasar, Starbolt, Titan. So many really great characters in this whole thing. And a great Deken, like I said, Deken, Mcron Crystal storyline. Lee was not expecting to sell this book, so I was pleased to get it from him. And like I said, $70 for the whole stack. I think I ended up paying about $30 for this one in particular, which is a great price. You know, it's a great price for this book. He wanted to get this CGC graded. It's got, you know, it's got condition issues. It's got a fold here. You can see the book is kind of, it's a little, you know, a little bent. Some chipping along the spine. I'm personally not going to grade this CGC. Personally, that's not what my plan for this. Like I said, I bought this to put together my run of reader copies. So this is a book that Dad, I don't believe he has it, or if he had it in worse condition. I'm not 100% sure on that, but it was fun to read this book and flip through the pages for the first time, and it's definitely a book that I'm going to hold on to for the foreseeable future. So that's pretty much it. Yeah. The X-Men book was definitely the surprise of the day. I didn't think he was going to budge, but he was nice enough to work with us. So I appreciate that. It was a great trip. Obviously a whole bunch more stuff to show you guys at some point. Not going to get to that in this video. But yeah, between this, the Galactus book that I just got, the Christmas present that the birthday present that my dad got me, really, really nice stuff in this video. Really glad to have been able to make it. Like I said, it was a lot of fun making it. And listen, guys, if you missed the beginning of the video, go check out Matt's channel, Mr_Comics. 89. He interviewed me in a recent episode of his. He also has a bunch of other comic book interviews with 3 Men in the Basement and so many more other notable YouTubers. He does a pretty good job with his formatting and everything like that. So it was a really fun interview. It's about, you know, a 50-minute to an hour-long discussion, and definitely could have talked a whole lot longer. Definitely a lot of that we didn't cover. So maybe looking forward to something in the future there. And yeah, that's pretty much going to do it for me. Like I said, to me, this was the coolest book, but this is the book that I've really been looking for a long time. So I was glad to find it at a good price that worked for me. So thank you, Lee. Again, said it like 1,000 times throughout the day, but thank you. Really appreciate you opening your door. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll catch you in the next one. Goodbye.